Good evening, family. Good afternoon, family. This is the underrated darkness, aka the underrated one, the realist. Welcome to my channel again, the underrated darkness. Hit the bell when I come for the powerful live stream or video. Also, share this stream. Very much appreciated. Um, Also, my past live streams and videos, just get them likes and the views up. Very much appreciated. You see the title in our community, where the OGs and elders when I need them and others. That's a good question. Possible panel participation. Most likely, yeah, it's gonna be panel participation. Cashmere Jig, welcome. Um, so before I get this going, hold on, family. Let me get this out. Let me get things situated here, because I'll be sending people on and everything. Okay, I'm situated with that. If you want to know more about me, yours truly, Jerry Thomas. I got stuff on Facebook, your light inspiration stuff, cooking and all that. Right. Also, I got a Facebook page on Cap JT MVP. Think for myself. That's my Facebook group. Also, a Twitter account. Is all in caps at JT Blackman44. And lastly, the Instagram account, lower caps, the underrated darkness. Also, I've been a joint venture with my brother Ernest Jones. That is ansortoys.com. Also, wherever you purchase, you get 10% off when you use my code MVP. You know, it's black owned. Check it out. We through our social media. Every Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, me and my brother co-host She Stay Sleep TV. We host the show, the underrated sports show that is on my channel. So check us out, me and my brother and co-host She Stay Sleep TV. Also, I be doing, God's willing, if my schedule still holds up, I be doing midterms elections of our perspective. Again, midterm elections of our perspective. I want our people to come. I'm gonna open up the panel, offer all night. I'm gonna make sure that that I'm gonna be that I'm gonna keep the live stream charged up. So most likely I'm gonna be eating while we talking. And this is a good, and I'm saying this is a good time that around of this USA that we got to know what's going on in our community around again of this USA. And we gotta talk about it, we gotta mobilize. And there are some people who don't think we should do that. We should go the other way. But I always say before we develop our own system, we gotta get some advantage of this system this oppressed system, so we can build our own system at the same time. So when it's time to leave it, we don't need a DJ Gambler. What's going on? Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Now this is going to be worldwide in our community. All right. So what I'm going to do, Black Horseman. Watch out. I think I got your email. Let me check. I think I got it. Turn this. Yeah, I think I got it. So watch out for that, brother. I'm gonna stop sending it and everything. Usually I go talk about it, but it's okay. Also, I forgot. Also, 6:30, I be chefing it up. That person has to wait. In 6:30, I'm gonna be chefing it up. I got another dessert that I created. It's something like them, something like similar, but it's different. And we gonna fellowship, all right? It's all about fellowship. So later on, I got another live coming. I already set up the invites and everything. So the same one's gonna be building up here. I want you to be here, be at 6:30. It might be a little early. You never know. But yo, the underrated one is gonna be doing it. The underrated one, I got another one coming. We're gonna fellowship as a people. We have to learn to fellowship as a people. But I want to drop that Jew on y'all. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. Black Horseman, I'm gonna send it to you right now, brother. Watch out for it. Sonny, my brother, you're next. And anybody that wants to join the panel. No. All right, Black Horseman. Thanks for coming, my brother.
It's all good, man. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm good, man. Finally, I got you on, man. I be sending them bites out, man, and you'll be getting it. I know it's YouTube. It has to be YouTube.
No, sometimes I get them, man. Sometimes I be at work. Sometimes my schedule be kind of crazy. Okay. But I'm glad to be on with you, bro.
Now, I'm glad to get you on too, brother, because I've been trying to get you on. Now, I want people to know, the very first time that that Black Houseman got on, we did hypocrisy in sports, and that came out very good. I will do hypocrisy in politics. That's going to come very soon. I might wait to do that maybe a week before when I do the midterm election of our perspective. When I find out the date, I might wait till then because so it could go through so y'all can connect the dots. I don't know, but I will be doing that. Because I wanted to do it this month, but I'll probably wait till like towards the end of October. Do hypocrisy in hypocrisy in politics, and that's very important. All right, so let's I want y'all to think on that. All right, okay. But again, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna do another live. Like the ones I already know, I always cook, but it's all about fellowshipping. So the ones that's in the chat, right? I want you to join me in a few hours. That's gonna be 6:30. So I'm trying to stay on here. I said at least about maybe 4:30, something to 5. It depends how it is and everything. But I have to get up because the underrated one gotta drop. Yo, like I will always be saying, I don't be chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing up information. I'm nice with mine. All right. Welcome, my brother. The Black Horseman Productions. He part of the UGC family, part of the bigger family, LDBC. I want you to subscribe to the brother. And also, Sonny Boxing Talk soon. He gonna be bringing some to the thing. But I'm gonna say a few things, and I'm gonna let y'all have it. Why I developed this as a 52-year-old man that at times I need direction too, and I don't get that direction in our community. And for a minute. I consider myself an OG now. I'm in the OG status now. So I got to help the younger ones and stuff like that. But at times that we need encouragement as OGs to other elders. And I don't see that. It seems like the OGs, they turn their back on the young ones. The elders turn their back on me. And sometimes us as OGs, we need direction. Sometimes we need that push because sometimes the way how these young people out here, they do not want to listen. So sometimes it's like you punching out a brick wall, it's not moving. All right. So I gotta put myself in this situation because I need help. Sometimes us as OGs, we feel like we can take it on and stuff, but at the same time, it's get tiring, and it goes for sisters too. All right. So whoever want to chime in, go ahead. But before y'all continue, if anybody wants to join the panel, let me know. Because the only way we gonna solve this, we gotta be in the conversation. It doesn't make no sense to complain if you don't want to be about it. I'm letting you know right now. And I hear people be complaining. I need to do this, do that. So my panel is open. Brothers or sisters, don't complain in the chat and you do not want to participate. Now, if you don't want to participate at the time, I understand that. So this is the time. If you want to join, let me know. Brother Rob, if you want to join the panel, let me know. I'll put you on. All right, my brothers. Any of y'all can go first.
That's what's up, man. Hey, oh, I'm hearing a little bit of feedback. I don't know where that's coming from. A little echo.
Let's see. I don't think it's. Hold on, fam. Let me see. Maybe it's me. I didn't. No, it ain't for me. So, cause mine's mute.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little echo, but no doubt, man. You know, man, I think it's crazy. I did a live stream yesterday, man. I was talking about the attack on soul music and R&B and things like that. And I feel like music is one of the most powerful ways that you can get a message across. You know, you can influence the nations, you know what I mean? And you know, I was just talking about how there's not really you don't hear that type of soul music no more, you know what I mean? And they had a message at the time, you know, it's coming up. You know, you say you're the old, you know, OG, old school. And but you got this newer era, this young generation, man, where they so influenced by the music of what's going on now. You know, some people might call it music, but for the most part, it's just like a lot of noise, man. You know, it's just all about catching a vibe or vibing to a beat to put out a new dance or whatever, a Kiki challenge or whatever, this type of challenge and all of this shit. And but what it comes down to, man, it's almost like this younger generations, man. You know, if you're not speaking in a cool kind of way, if it's not on a beat, and whatever the case, you know, a lot of us, you know, in 30s and 40s and 50s, we feel like, you know, it's just a lot of us is not even really stepping up to the plate to just express ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I respect your platform. Anybody that's willing to create a channel, have these live streams, have an open discussion, because, you know, a lot of people might have a lot of information, you know, a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and but they may not be the best communicators. You know, they may not be able to express themselves in a proper kind of way, or they might just need the right platform, you know what I mean, or opportunity to express themselves, you know. So like somebody like yourself on the Radio Darkness, you know, you're able to, you know, create a platform where, you know, you'll have a topic of discussion, and somebody may be able to catch this live stream, and they're like, man, you know, I would really love to speak on that. And the mere fact that you opening up your panel to other people to speak on it, you know, this will give them the opportunity. And the more time, you know, the more times that they'll be able to get on and speak, you know, the perspective on whatever subject, that'll give them more of the confidence to communicate and express themselves to, you know, the audience, you know, on a channel. So I guess, you know, for people like you, myself, you know, people that's up in 30s, 40s or whatever, it's all about us just getting in where we fit in, like, you know, adjusting or adapting to this era. You know what I mean? Everybody's on the internet now, and it's not that like we don't have anything to say. It's not like we don't have a lot of information and knowledge and wisdom that we can give to others, but we have to be able to, being that the younger generations is the future, you know, we have to be able to put ourselves in the same arenas that they're at on social media. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us are probably like too lazy. Like, man, look, that social media stuff, that ain't for me. I don't do that YouTube. I don't do that Facebook. I don't do the IG. But at the end of the day, what we got to understand is, man, you know, the younger generations, man, they need to hear from the OGs. You know what I'm saying? And also people that's, you know, that might, you know, sometimes age is just a number too. It's like some people might be up in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, but they still have not found their way. So some people might need to get on social media who's in the 30s and 40s and 50s to be able to reach them as well, you know, speak a certain message that they'll be able to relate to and get them out of a situation that they may be struggling with. It could be a relationship. It could be just, like you say, the politics. Like you say, you're going to probably do that in the future. You know, the hypocrisies in that and different things that, you know, there's an audience for everything. You know what I mean? But there's not a lot of people that are stepping up, you know, to the plate to actually, you know, express themselves. You know, a lot of people are so worried about what people are going to think or what they're going to say when they express themselves. You know what I mean? But you almost have to get to a point where it's just like, you know what? You know, I might hurt people's feelings, but as long as you know your intent about what you're doing, you know, you just, hey, you just got to go forward with it. You know, you're going to get some people that might hit the thumbs down, you know, and that's the thing too, man. A lot of people are so worried about likes and, you know, doing what's in, but sometimes you got to, distance yourself from what's popular and just do what's right. You know what I mean? Which is just speak on what needs to be spoke on, you know, speak on the hypocrisies, like you say, of politics, hypocrisies in sports, you know, because a lot of our people are in politics. A lot of our people are in sports, and they're affected by it day by day, you know, and they need to know that there's some people out here that understand what they're going through. You know what I mean? Because a lot of our people feel like they're alone, you know what I'm saying? And that they're not going to get the support if they not just stand down with the agenda, so to speak, you know. But, you know, this is other ones out here like ourselves where, you know, we understand what's going on and we have a voice, and you know, we're gonna actually speak that real, you know what I'm saying? And expose what's going on out here. But I think that's really what it is, man. Is I think it comes down to a lot of people feel like or a lot of people are not really confident in their ability to express themselves, and they're not willing to actually just, you know, create a platform, you know, figure out what it takes to, you know, be able to build up an audience, you know, like you've done that, you know, I've done it, you know, other people listening to this have done it as well. And, you know, it's all about doing, you know, being able to, you know, adapt to this era now, but bring your own message, you know, and you know, bring your own influence, your own knowledge and understanding, because everybody got different paths, and you got to be able to, you know, speak your message, you know, and not everybody going to agree with it, but at the end of the day, you got to keep it pushing, man. And sometimes, you know, somebody like yourself or myself, you know, we may not, you know, appeal to the a lot of the masses of people, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people sleep. A lot of people still sleep. They're not conscious, man. They worried about what's in, but they're not worried about what's right. You know, they're not worried about what can affect people long term, you know. And we got to do what's best for the generations to come, and put them in a position, you know, to succeed. But we have to step up to the plate. We got to be able to be responsible adults, man, and you know, use our platforms in a positive way, and speak on certain things that need to be spoke on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But you know, before you get off, before I put Sunny on, I want you to tell people when we did her pop when I did her pop sales sports how it was, I gotta say this, brother. I want to thank you so much at times to mention me. I want to thank you so much to understand what I'm trying to do, and that's all I'm trying to do is trying to lift our people, because I find out through our social media, but on YouTube. And also, I did a live stream about status too. There's some people that's all about status. There's all about people that if they sound a certain particular way, they fucks with them. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. If the truth fits it, I'd be more than gladly, yes, you with that. To be with that, brothers, sisters. And I want to thank you for that. But tell people a little more how it went and everything. Get the people to depth what was going on here. Because, you know, before
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I was just like I said, I was just humbled to be on your platform. You know, I mean, anytime somebody will send me a link, you know, to join a particular discussion, I'm humbled by it. I'm grateful for it. You know what I mean? It's an opportunity for me to express myself, you know, on their platform while giving the same, you know, while giving respect to the host. You know what I mean? And you know, you're doing your thing, man. You know, I mean, it's the mere fact that you will come up, you know, with these great topics. You know, it gives others an opportunity to, you know, come on your platform and express themselves. And you know, it's a challenge, but it allows them to be able to speak, you know, and in relationship to the topic at hand, you know. So I mean, it's been a while. So I mean, it was what, like a couple months ago when we did that.
yes.
Yeah, so I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I said, it was my first time on your platform like that. And like I said, this is my second time. Like I said, I apologize, man. My schedule been kind of crazy. Work 6 days a week. Within this past 2 weeks, I've been moving. So I just moved into my house. So I relocated and everything like that. Yeah, man, appreciate it, man. I was one of them people, man, that I reside in Texas, man, but I was affected by the Hurricane Harvey. I don't know if a lot of y'all heard about that, where y'all reside at.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I had I lost everything out of that. You know what I mean? But
About that.
yeah, it was a great test. You know what I mean? I feel like the universe, will test you, man. It's like you may have everything one day, and the next thing you know, you can lose it tomorrow. But it's about your character, man, how you respond to it. When the storm comes, and I believe I passed the test, man, because like I said, I got everything back that I lost, and then some. And it just lets you know, it just makes you appreciate what's most important, which is the ones close to you, your family. You appreciate the important stuff, like having a roof over your head, being able to eat every day. And now that I'm in a position now, it's like I'm just more humble now, because I know there's more people there's other people out there that's less fortunate than myself. And but I understand that, at any any given day, or if I get off my path, I can end up back where they are. You know what I mean? So discussions like this, you know what I mean, we're able to reach somebody who's probably in a low place in their life. You know what I mean? And speak on certain subjects that they might be able to relate to, and it might give them just that spark, or that inspiration and motivation to get out here and keep it pushing, keep it moving. It may even inspire them to start their own channel, because everybody is a master of something. Everybody has something that they can bring to the table. And it just, they have to just be able to just start, maybe one video at a time. I get it, social media ain't probably for everybody, but you got to understand, man, like a lot of our people are on social media, and it takes somebody like a Black Horseman, or Underrated, or what's the other guy you have on the panel, Sonny, to be able to just, uh, take their experiences, everything that they've been through, all their understanding, knowledge, and wisdom, and somebody's going to catch that video one day. They're going to subscribe, they're going to hit that bell icon, they're going to be able to join in on these live streams, be able to catch a video that is going to be able to help them, and inspire them to keep it pushing, keep moving. Because sometimes, man, people are in situations where, man, they're not even getting that type of positive, motivation and influence. So some people might look at it like, oh man, ain't nothing but trash on social media. That ain't true, man. There's some good people out here, man. And a lot of people are just using the tools that they have to be able to create a change, And so being that we have a lot of our younger generations on the platform, on YouTube and social media, whatever the case, I try to use every platform I can possibly use. I said, I'm gonna create a platform on almost every social media platform I can possibly do, whether it be IG, Facebook, got my own website, on this YouTube. And just that way, if somebody catch the wave of Black Horseman Promotions, like I have a purpose behind what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it's about, man. Having a purpose about what you're doing. It ain't just about, somebody trying to do this shit for likes and trying to be famous or compete with other people and things like that. That ain't what I do this shit for. You know what I mean? Like, I got a purpose behind what I do. You know what I mean? And it's too many, it's more hate going on in the world, there's more negative shit going on. But I always try to promote love and positivity, you know what I mean? Because it seems like that's what's been that's definitely been thrown under the rug, you know what I mean? And a lot of people is all about, just bigging up their damn self, their ego, and what I'm saying, just being negative and hating on the next person, and then putting other people down when they get to a certain platform. But I know where I've been, man. I've been at the top, I've been at the bottom. And I'm the type of person that I want everybody to succeed. You know what I'm saying? And I know how hard it is, and it got to start somewhere, you know what I mean? So I just think that that's the best thing, man. As long as this person has purpose behind what they're doing, everything is going to fall in line for them, no matter what they do, whether it's on Facebook, IG, website, YouTube, you know what I mean? It's going to work out. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Thanks a lot. And I salute to you, brother. I really do. Sonny.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2.
Indeed. Yeah, so you know what I mean? Peace to the everyone in the chat. Honest to you. Honest to everyone that's in the panel. Honest to the underrated darkness for this great platform and this great topic today. Uh, I would like to see some of the sisters that are in the chat, you know what I mean, step out in faith and come on some of these live streams because some of y'all sisters got some jewels that we need to hear. You know what I mean? Because a part of the OGs stepping up is y'all women. You know what I mean? Because you got young women out there that needs some of y'all wisdom. Also, I was sitting here thinking, you know, for some of the people in the chat, I think it might be a good idea to grab a pen and piece of paper and just start, you know what I mean, just jotting down notes. You know what I mean? Because these live streams, we be having some good information coming out. So with that being said, um, as far as the OGs, I think I have a solution to the problem that we have at hand. As far as the OGs not really being out there, you got some that are out there. For example, in Baltimore, you got this group of guys called 300 Gangsters.
Mm-hmm.
You got different groups of people that are out there trying to do what they do. But my thing is, I think that we need to, like, you know, from one OG to another, the OGs need to get together and sit down and start to make a plan. You know what I mean? We need to get involved with politics because a lot of the money that we spend on our taxes,
Mm-hmm.
we need to advocate that to be put back into our communities.
Mm-hmm.
We need to learn how to set up a nonprofit organization. You know what I mean? I had a vision for a nonprofit organization to where, you know what I'm saying, you got different OGs, like the brother was saying that was speaking before me. Everybody is a master of something. You know what I mean? What I may have mastered, the next OG might not have something mastered, but he might have something mastered that I don't. So I think how you what will affect the neighborhood because like you got different people that try to go out and they talk to the youth, and there's really no effect there because you a lot of times I'm not saying 100%, but a lot of times there's really no effect because you're approaching someone who like has more money than you. You know what I mean? Like some of the OGs sometimes don't really have nothing to show for it. So what else can we do? You know what I mean? So just to give you an example, so a lot of times to bring people together, you got to throw something attractive out there. You got to throw some fish out there so they'll come. So example would be, let's just say you had a nonprofit organization, right? And you got with somebody who's good at computers. You got somebody who's good at let's just say making shirts. You know what I mean? Embroideries for hats, different things of that nature, right? And you hold a block party. Just hold a just normal block party. You know what I mean? Somebody out there, and this is another thing for, uh, um, small businesses. You know what I mean? Come out there, cook some good food. People have good music. Maybe you can have like an open mic, but somewhere in between there, that's when you come out and be like, you bring out, this is our organization. This is what we're trying to do. You know, we're going to hold classes for computers. We're holding classes for, you know what I mean, how to make shirts, how to make hats. You know what I mean? Different things of that nature. Like you can fill out a form and have everybody come, you know what I mean, fill out the form and turn it back in. The form could be like some of the things like asking them questions, or like what are they good at? What are some of the things that they like to see? You know what I mean? Like we gotta have boots on ground, but when we have boots on ground, we gotta have something that's gonna attract the people, that's gonna like say, yeah, we're coming out, this is fun, and we're learning something at the same time. So then the next time, it might not be a block party. It'll be just a class for a certain thing. You know what I mean? You don't. There's a lot of kids out there that don't even know how to change a tire. There's just so much that we can do. Like we can create a gun club where we teach families how to safely operate a firearm. You know what I mean? To safely learn how to clear a room or you know what I mean, just to protect yourself. There's just so much that we have to do, but the problem is the OGs, you know, they really haven't gotten together to organize anything. Some of them have, some of them are trying to do the work, you know what I mean, but we just got to get out there, boots on ground, and try to organize. You know what I mean? I think that is the most effective way, because and when you talk about politics, we spend a lot of money on taxes. You know what I mean? And they using those taxes for whatever they want to use it for, because we're not going to the meetings. We're not telling them, you know, if you present these people with a plan, you know what I mean, and you advocate what you want for these taxes that you're trying to get done to be put back into the communities, and let them know if we can't get this done, we can get you out of office. You know what I mean? But you gotta organize. You gotta have enough people that's on one accord that can, you know, change the situation as far as the vote. But I think that organizing something, you know what I mean? If we had money that we could funnel back into the community, we can get a whole bunch of computers, you know what I mean, and teach ones how to be a producer, you know, how to produce music. Or you can have someone who plays the piano or plays the guitar. That, like, the youth needs something else besides the streets and video games. You know what I mean? I think that's a part of the solution right there.
Okay, that's good. Now, all right, I'm glad you brought that up. And after I said this on Black Horseman Productions, and I'm gonna salute to you again. Thank you, you know, you strong brother. And your examples gonna be greatly appreciated after they hear this, that like that. And I thank for you and Sonny to keep on serving our community, even maybe you don't hear nobody else. Information man, if you want to join the panel, let me know. I'm not, you know, I'm just letting people know now. All right. But for me, like I said, I'm 52 years old. I'm OG. And I remember when I was coming up, Sonny, you know what I'm talking about. But I remember, like, with OGs, they listen to the elders. The elders and the OGs, they work together to work in the community. No matter what resource it is or whatever conversation is, they always right there. But I noticed that, and I've been through that, I'm happy for that. But when I noticed that, I'm talking about hitting the 90s. I'm talking about going into my mid-20s. Little by little, it was gone. You know, all right, information man, just hold on time to get you on. I got to get this point out. I got to get this point out. The OGs was not around that I needed to. The elders definitely was not around. So at times, my father passed in 89. My uncles was, they was getting old and everything, but, you know, they said their own ways. You know, I can't fall for that. And I don't say for me personally, I'm the underrated one. What I need, that push, I didn't have it. Now I'm talking about the 90s. Now I'm talking about right now, almost 30 years later. I'm 52 now. Where's the help of the elders? Where's the help that I really need? Because sometimes us as OGs, we need balance too. We need that extra push. And I feel, why did I create this conversation, this title of the conversation? Because it's not being talked about. It's not being talked about that some OGs that go through mental problems, they go through physical problems, they go through emotional problems. And I remember when I see it, when I was little, the elders was right there. Sometimes he got that stern love and everything. It's not there. So sometimes, as for me, when I develop these conversations, even on here, it seems like at times that I'm alone. And I'm being honest with you. It seems that, and I'm not talking about the young ones and stuff like that, because some of them do get it and stuff, but I feel like certain members of our family is not hearing what the underrated one is talking about. And other ones too. And where the elders at the time, like, JT, I got your back. I'm going to make sure with that positive narrative that you pushing, I'm going to help it right in there. There is no damn help. And I'm not just making it up. And I know I'm not the only one feel this way. And I'm tired. I'm never tired. Now, I'm tired of going through this, but I'm never going to be tired to do whatever I can to impact our community. That's never going to happen. I don't care what the devil throw at me. I don't care what the negative ones of this certain sector of this community throw at me. The underrated is going to stand up for his people, our people, regardless, even humanity anyway. I'm going to do what I go to do. But sometimes you need that push, brothers. You need that push. And so brothers like Black Horseman, after I finish, you can tell me your age. I could give them that help. That's what I see. See, for me, as being part of OG, and I want people to understand outside, especially in the chat, when you become an OG, it's not all about being as a leader. It's all about being a team player. When I'm talking about saying being a team player, I know Sonny, you be hearing that, and other people hearing that. When I talk being a team player, I'm talking about me being as an OG to play my part, to be in the background, to help our brothers that is younger or even older, whatever it is, to push this narrative to be powerful, to push this narrative to greater promise of our community, of our people. And I find out there's quite a few of us want to be leaders so bad, but they don't know how to be leaders. They don't know how to fall back and say, listen, all right, Black Horseman, you got this. I'm going to fall back, brother. Whatever I need, I'm going to give to you. We don't like to be team players. OGs and elders, we don't. And that part right there is damn frustrating. It's damn angers me. And then these are the ones, I got this information. Some majority of them have the information. They don't want to give it out. And then the ones who don't have the information, they want to come on here. I know this and that. Want to feel big, want to impress. I'm talking about the brothers. Want to impress the sisters. Want to feel they got a big head. But the underrated one, I ain't like that. I don't care. I ain't lived to see 52 years for nothing, but I know I got a whole lot to give. But at the same time, I could be a team player because I put myself out there. I want to be a team player because just one of the ways, family, that if we're gonna fight for our liberation, and we're gonna hopefully one day that our liberation be met, we got to. I'm talking about the brothers and sisters now, including especially brothers. We have to learn to be team players. If an other brother and sister got the right idea, let's ride with it. Long as it conjunction of all the viewpoints that we have, so be it. Go ahead, Black Horseman. My brother.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Well, to answer your question, man, I'll be 36 in October, man. So, yeah, I'm still young, but yeah, I'll be 36 in October, brother. And but you know what main thing I think it is, man, is or what I truly know it is, man. It's just a lot more haters that out in the world, man. You look at this country, man, it was established on hating, taking over, trying to dominate somebody. This country has been built on competition. A lot of people have a hard time shaking that competition shit. They feel like they see somebody else having some success or see somebody in a position that they may want to be at, and they start questioning, well, how did they get there? This, that, and the third. And instead of just saluting that person, showing love, giving a helping hand, people feel like that's a weakness. When you showing your kindness and giving love and helping somebody else with whatever they got going on. A lot of people are not, a lot of people don't are not prone to do that. You know what I'm saying? They're more of like, nah, I'm gonna stay back in the background. Like, for instance, man, like I don't know if it happens on your live streams, but sometimes, man, you might kick off these live streams and you'll see there be a certain amount of people in the chat, but you only have a certain amount of likes. And you be like, well, what's going on with them other ones that ain't smashed the like button? It's because you got a lot of people that just sit back hating, and they mind, they think they, critiquing, hating, that's just their nature, man. And a lot of people got hate in their DNA, and they have not faced themselves, faced that part of themselves that just cannot stop hating, I think it goes way back, man. Not to get super deep, man, but a lot of the slaves and things like that was over here. There was a lot of raping of the women going on, and I really believe that it wasn't just about them trying to, do it out of some physical gratification. It was more about they wanted to plant that seed, man, that hate seed, in us, and a lot of us have not shaken that. Not a lot of us have not gotten over that. And a lot of us are, living like the ones that have, taken over many nations, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just staying true to what we really are, and which is, we're the ones that actually show love, and we're here to carry things along and make things grow. You know what I'm saying? Not tear things down and hate on somebody. And I saw somebody in chat say something about their family. Let me go back and say it says, well, I saw a confirmation of information says, Sonya, you got this, be your own critic and cheerleader. If your family only hurts your dreams, then sometimes you got to be selfish and do it alone. Man, that's a real statement right there, man. Shout out to you for replying, to Sonya on that, because family can be the worst, man. I'm not saying all family members are that way, but man, you got some family members that are hate on their own family members. You got brothers hating on brothers, sisters hating on sisters, mom hating on daughters, daddies hating on sons, and it's hate. It's just hate, man. A lot of people got it in them, and instead of just showing support, they don't want to see somebody doing better than them. You know what I mean? And to go back to what Sonny was saying, it's all about having different things, that we can give, to the community. Whether you're given some type of a skill set. I talked about this I think a week ago. People lack skills, man. It's like you master one thing, it's like go to the next, but some people get complacent in what they've already been doing, and they develop an ego about it. And hey man, shit, I can hoop. I got game on this court. But shoot, if they get injured, what else can you do? You know what I'm saying? Can you play an instrument? Do you got computer skills? And this, that, and the third. So it's like you got to have different things, and a lot of people cut off their own growth, by just developing the ego about what they're good at, and then they turn into a competition. Oh, I'm better than you at this, and instead of just helping somebody to develop the same type of skill, you know what I mean? And that's how you keep growing, and it's all about remaining a student as well, man. You was talking about how, being a team leader, a team player instead of just being a leader. A lot of people don't know how to be team players, man. A lot of people just want to be the guy or the woman, you know what I'm saying, over everybody. Some people only knows how to be, only comfortable being in an in charge type of position, instead of, remaining a student. Me personally, man, I remain a student, man, because I don't never want to cut off my growth, what I'm saying, my learning. Everything on this planet grows, and when you stop learning, it's only a matter of time. You know what I mean? It's all about growing and developing in some type of way. So if you master one thing, go on to the next. It's so many different things, in this universe, in this planet, that you can just, learn. You may have mastered a lot, but you ain't mastered everything. And to be able to learn something new, you got to go back to being a student. You can't act like you know everything, and then when somebody's trying to teach you something, you just looking at them, it's a conflict there because you're not willing to learn something new. So I mean, I think that's the issue, man. It's a lot of people that want to be the leader, and nobody's willing to be, a team player. A lot of people not willing to be team players, and then they say it's a lot of people hating on other people's success. A lot of times because of maybe the way that they're going about certain things. They're not reaching that level yet, or whatever the case. But a lot of people not humble, man. They got high egos and this, that, and the other. So it's a lot of issues, man. Within our communities where it's preventing a lot of growth and harmony because of hate and egos, man. And but like yourself, like us, it's like being able to open up our platform where other people can come on and we understand that we can learn from each other. If it's just you, Underrated Darkness, you didn't have nobody else on here, or you didn't have open chat, then some people can get in the chat, say something very intelligent. You're like, damn, that's real. Like I noticed when that guy said that in the chat, I was like, man, that's a real statement right there. Like it's intelligent people, and somebody might have a problem, like, hey man, I don't know what to do. My family's not giving me support. And like that comment said, sometimes you gotta be your own cheerleader. You gotta be your biggest support. Sometimes you gotta rely on yourself, and be your own self-motivation instead of relying on people who probably don't even want you to succeed. And sometimes in titles of family and relatives, whatever, that's just a title, man. When you take all that away, the title of cousin, brother, mother, father, all of that other stuff, look at them as a person, their personality, their character. Would that be somebody you even hang out with? If they wasn't your relative, a lot of times you'd be like, nah, I probably wouldn't even be dealing with them. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's all about the circle that you have too, man. It's like, don't be hanging around a bunch of haters because they're not going to help you succeed. Get around some team players, like you were saying, Underrated.
I appreciate it. I seen you the link.
I'm on, brother.
Watch out for it.
I'm on with you. I'm on with you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Information man. What's going on, brother? Going on? Hey, I want to. I can't be with you long, brother. You're gonna have to get me on with these brothers again. I'm listening to some real talk here. I definitely agree with the brothers are talking about, that we as OG brothers need to step our asses up. Now I'm 48 years old myself, so I can relate to what these brothers are talking about, and I'm very inspired by the brother in particular that you have on that talked about he got a house, and he was affected by the weather, the hurricane, with the situation that occurred, and that he's picking up the pieces. He's lost things, but now he's trying to pick up the pieces. That's inspiring, because we as Black people need to tell our stories. We need to support one another. I can relate to what their brother was saying, because I have currently on YouTube experienced the hate that black folks bring upon each other, while at the same time talking about how we're going to fight against white supremacy and oppression and all of that. We cannot execute that battle when we're battling each other. We're doing the work for our enemy for them. So to hear brothers on here talking things that are inspiring, Brother JT, you brought these brothers on here. They're inspiring in what they're saying. As I'm getting ready to go out the door, I've got a family situation to attend to. I'm inspired by what I just heard, which is why I wanted to come on, say a few words, not take up time, brother. But I'm inspired. And that's why, JT, me and you, we got to get back on my platform. I got to interview you on other issues. But that's why I do what I do on my platform. I try to bring people on. Now, you may not agree with what everybody has to say, but we need to understand that we as black people, we come in all different sizes and shapes and all different ideologies. And we can learn from each other. Even those that we don't even always agree with, we can learn some things, right? We can probably learn that ain't the way to go, right? But at the same time, a wise man learns from the mistakes of others, while a fool learns from his own mistakes. So I'm just going to tell y'all right now, I'm inspired by what I'm hearing. These brothers, we need to get another damn panel going or something, because these brothers is talking real stuff. It got me very excited listening to it, brother. And that's why I came on. I've got to go, but I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody in the chat room that's here supporting.
Okay.
This is what black people need to be about.
Man, I want you to stay for a few seconds. This conversation might be continued on my next live. You know I cook.
Yes.
Fellowship. So this might be a continuation.
Okay.
So watch out for that. All right.
All right, brother. I'll be on the lookout for it then. You know I'll be on the lookout for it. So definitely. But this is what we need to be focusing on this YouTube and any social medias, and get away from the bullshit. This is what it's about. This is what it's about. Thank you, brother. Thank y'all, all brothers on the panel. Thank you. If I didn't say your name, your personal, your names, I apologize, but y'all doing it. Y'all doing it, brothers. Take care.
All right, man. Talk to you soon. Peace, brother.
All right.
All right, Sonny. You've been holding on for a long time. Go ahead. Hidden Treasures and Entertainment. Thanks for coming.
Indeed. Wise words from the brothers on the panel. Yeah, so underrated one. I understand fully what you're saying, man. Because when I was coming up, basically all my OGs was OGs to me, but they was teaching me the wrong things. You know what I mean? A lot of the lessons I had to learn from, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn from, I had to glean back from lessons from my father. You know what I mean? I had to glean back from messages from my grandparents, my mother. And on the course of life, you know, I learned from mistakes. I learned from, you know what I mean, what some of my elders were telling me. Growing up, I was a church kid. You know what I mean? My father was actually a pastor, so I learned a lot of because there are a lot of great lessons in that Bible. You know what I mean? That you can kind of apply to yourselves. And as I got older, I kind of branched off and learned other things, which pretty much, gave me a little bit more wisdom. And I took the time personally for me to try to apply some of the things in my life. So I still have some elders that I can go to, you know, if I have questions, you know, but I see a lot of the elders now. For example, I know some people who are like in Baltimore right now. They're like in their 50s and they OGs, but they still out there hustling. You know what I mean? Like at some point, somewhere there was a transition to where the OGs basically disappeared. You know what I mean? So now we're in the era and time now where us as OGs now, we gotta kind of pick up the slack. So that push that you was talking about, because you know some of the OGs, they might need a push.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They might need to be inspired. Sort of like if you're a basketball team and it's halftime and you guys the team is not playing to the potential that they're playing. The coach is there to like help inspire the teammates. Like, yo, let's go. Like you can do better than that. You can play better defense than that. You can get rebounds better than this. And that basically amps them up. So then when they come back after halftime, they're able to play a little bit better, possibly win the game. You know what I mean? But even if you lose, you can lose holding your head up because you know that you gave 100% of your effort. So a lot of times the push that we're looking for, it might start from us. Like we might need to, um, based on the situation and circumstances that we don't have a lot of OGs out there, we might need to speak life to ourselves. You know what I mean? And get out there, boots on ground. And then once some of the OGs start seeing that, they might be inspired. You know, like we might need to inspire some of these OGs. And I think we as OGs, the OGs that are in the chat, we need to understand that this walk that we're trying to walk to uh for the betterment of the nation is not an easy walk. You know what I mean? You got some that got jobs, that some that own businesses, they come home, they're tired, but yet there's still work to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's why it takes more than one person. It's good to try to start with more than one person, you know what I mean, and go out every now and then, like when everybody's free, and try to get some work done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? For example, and it just this idea just freestyle to my head right quick. Like me and you, we live in the same state. We can have a daggone live stream one day where we just go out walking, just talking to brothers. You know what I mean? Talking to people that's in the hood and
Mm-hmm.
live stream that joint. And that right there could inspire ones in other cities and other states to to try to do something, do the same thing. Like that's where that push is going to come from, because it's going to start from somewhere. Everybody's, I mean, I understand the concept that everybody wants to be a leader and not a team player, but like as far as I can see from my vision looking at the landscape now, I don't see enough leaders. You know what I mean? Because the leaders are the ones. The difference between a real leader and a fake leader is a real leader. He's gonna go out there and be an example. He's gonna be what he know. A lot of people talk. You know what I mean? They say that they're this. They say that they're that. But when you look at their actions, it says otherwise. You know what I mean? Like I said before, a block of wood can point the way to go. You know what I mean? But if we're saying we're this or we're that, then we got to be that. You know what I mean? So like OGs just need to get boots on ground. You know what I mean? It needs to start somewhere. You know what I mean? We need to plan. We need to mobilize. I mean, it's an opportunity out there. To grab some of these people, to some of these young people. You know what I mean? It could be, you know what I mean? We might meet one, you know what I mean? We might get their number or whatever and help them out personally. It just starts with one person at a time. But I think that we need to, um, because you're absolutely right. Underrated darkness, like you know what I mean. Like my OGs, they was just teaching me. They were OGs, street OGs,
Mm-hmm.
and I just learned the streets from them. You know what I mean? Like so, the OGs now, like the brother Sheep Stay Sleep. He got the perfect message in that name. Like a lot of the OGs are sheep that sleep.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
You know, so like I think boots on ground, actions on ground, what might, you know what I'm saying, kind of help them out. It'll kind of wake them up out of their slumber, because like when people are doing something good and they're seeing it cause an effect, people want to get involved.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what though too, and I think that our people, maybe I'm getting off the subject, and trust me on this, and I'm talking about the ones on the panel and the ones in the chat. You get what I'm saying. Information like this, what Black Horseman do, and like he's 36, so you moving up there, you close to 40, so you know what I'm saying. There's not a lot of us support them, but now we support like in sports and stuff, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but he be putting out some information that let us as the people, or throughout, I'll put like that, throughout humanity, that we can listen and learn from. We shy away from that. I find that very, very peculiar that, again, sports is great. I'm not saying that. The politics of sports, we need to talk more about that. The politics of music, what Black Horse, what he talk about, we need to learn more, because I'm into that Black Horse. Tell me, think about it. Yeah, the underrated one into music too. That y'all gonna know more about that. Trust and believe. I know the politics of that anyway, but it's not. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to put that out yet because I'm working on some things here. But best to believe you're gonna have my full support on that. The Black Horseman, even Sonny, and people throughout, who listen in from outside in the chat. And to me that frustrates me. Because what you do, I'm encouraging Black Horse, and you keep on doing that. On behalf of me and Sonny, I know Sonny can vouch that for me because he's like within the age group, man. You keep on doing what you got to do. You keep on putting out that positive, because we with you, brother. And even maybe you don't hear with some brothers or sisters, but we with you. And I'm saying like this, it most likely might be a part 2. So I might change that title. I might just put this part 1, and it's going to be continuing with part 2 most likely. It depends. But we salute you, brother. And these stories like that needs to be heard. And I feel that, yeah, I support him or I support her, but I'm not going to say that because I want my platform being a certain way. Like you talk about the Black Horse, my brother, by hate. We did self-afflict hate that we have among each other that is holding us back to fight for our rights as a people. Let me say it again. Self-inflict love. That is a problem. I'm gonna switch it up. That's holding us back as a people and throughout humanity. We should salute the brother that what he had to overcome. There are some people, like I give you case in point. Go to She Stay Sleep TV. She Stay Sleep TV. He interviewed me. It says Chef JT. I want you to listen to that, because I had to overcome a lot. But I'm not all about it's all about, no, it ain't all about that. That's why I push myself to come up with this information. Because to me, the OGs, we need help. And the elders need help. But as an OG, be part of the family, I have to tell you, brother Horseman, maybe I am sorry that nobody had pushed, the OGs and the elders ain't pushing that information. I am sorry. And I'm going to do whatever I can to support you wherever I can. And them other motherfuckers don't, hell with them. I'm telling you, take from personal, hell with them. If they not willing to respect your existence, they don't want to respect what you build for your family, and it goes for a black man or black woman, hell with you. That's the way it goes. That's the way I live my life. I am not going to cut corners with these motherfucking haters. I am not going to cut no corners, these confused motherfuckers. If you want to stay asleep, and she stay asleep, stay the hell asleep. Like Stacey always said, heal before we build. If your motherfuckers do not want to heal, stay the hell out the way and let other people want to get healed so they can be built. I want you to look at my hashtags. Copy it down. Thank you. Truth Wagon. Thank you, Annette. Start it off. Because see, some of y'all need to look at these hashtags what I put. And all these whole hashtags, it goes for me too. Because as an OG, I have to set an example. I'm not going to have all the answers all the time. But doggone it, the damn elders, y'all need to step the fuck up and y'all need to give us these OGs some information so we can help brothers like Black Horseman. And I'm calling your fucking elders out. And sisters, y'all need to do the same thing too. I'm tired. This is not the time to hold back information, elders. This is not the time to be thinking, all right, I already lived my life. OGs, you on your own. Hell no. The knowledge and the wisdom supposed to be universal. OGs go for the same thing too. Now, calling elders out. Us as OGs, me and Sonny, we need help. We are sick and tired for years to take the blunt of what the hell's going on and why your elders is twiggling your thumbs. And I'm talking about the black man and the black woman. Either one. I'm tired. Because we do not have all the answers sometimes. I don't. Oh, who comes on the panel? Who's there? Oh, I see. How you doing? You can go ahead and talk, I see. I can finish later on.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure this out.
We can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah, but do you? All right. Now, do you have your YouTube? Do you have the other window open? I'm talking about with the chat.
Yes.
Mute that.
I don't see the mute button anymore. It doesn't show it.
All right. I don't hear the echo. You can go ahead and speak. Go ahead, my sister. Welcome to the panel. Welcome to the panel.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I just want to interject just a little bit. This is my first time on, so a little stage shy. But I just want to interject just a little bit. Like basically, we have to go back to the beginning. What is an OG and who should be considered an elder? Because like as Sonny's talked before, you know, the OGs and the elders before, they were teaching the wrong things. So I think we need to redefine who we're going to designate as an elder or an OG, not necessarily just by age. So we look at those that are going to build up the community like yourselves and those that are on a panel, those that are coming with a positive message to uplift us, those that support the family when they're down and out, encourages a positive family image, protects the community at all costs, putting themselves on the front line and teaching the younger ones to come up to be the next generation of OGs or elders.
Real talk.
Real talk. You can keep on going, IC. Go ahead. Because you know why I said that? Because we need more sisters to intervene. We need more sisters to talk. The sad thing about it, and I have to say this is some of your sisters, y'all don't want to come to the panel to offer the time in. And y'all cannot complain.
I don't think we complain, JT. I think it's more so we want to learn. We want to see our brothers be uplifted by one another too. So sometimes we take the back seat and watch you guys build because you guys are the foundation, you know?
Yeah,
you lead, we follow.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying is true, and I'm with that. But sometimes we need to hear from our sisters too, because us as brothers, we do not have all the answers. We don't. But I'm not talking about you, IC. No, you good. I'm just saying that in the near future, sisters, if you want to join my panel, it'd be very much appreciated. It is well, y'all welcome and y'all are open. But if y'all want to sit back and listen and build, okay. But I'm just letting you know now, it's open. That's all I'm saying. I'm with your sister. Brothers up in here, we with your sisters. Definitely. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to dedicate this stream to my brother Black Horseman. I'm going to dedicate for you, brother. You keep up the good work, and I'm dedicate you. I said it. The underrated one dedicated this live stream to my brother, the Black Horseman. I salute you, brother. I salute you too, bro. The time that you get on here while you go through. So I'm going to dedicate this live stream, and possibly this is going to be a part 1, and then when I go on my next live might be a part 2. I'm still thinking about it. But I want to dedicate to you, and I want to let you know, and everybody else, we salute you, bro. And maybe nobody don't give a damn, but we give a damn about you. I appreciate your strength. I appreciate your zeal. I appreciate whatever you've done to keep your family together.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate the love, man. Mad love for you, brother. You know what I mean? I support what you're doing, man. You know, you're doing the positive thing, man. And, you know, it's definitely not going unnoticed. And, you know, I agree with the sister that came on. You know, we got to redefine what we consider OGs and elders, and you know, give a different meaning to it. You know, and like I say, sometimes it's not about the age. You know, like I say, I'll be 36 in October, but I don't have time to wait around till I'm 40 and 50 and 60 to try to consider myself, you know, old enough or, you know, OG or elder, when I can do what I can with my experience and what I've been through to be able to inspire and motivate somebody else. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we all in this together, man. You know, we all deal with hardship. You know, we all deal with family, you know, the struggle, oppression, all of that stuff, man. So it's like, you know, why are we sitting back allowing others to suffer? You know what I mean? When some of us who have gotten through these tough storms, you know, even though I went through a literal storm, all of us go through, you know, storm metaphorically, you know, bad times, you know what I mean? Where, you know, it's just like, you don't know how you're going to get through it. You just hope you survive it. And then next thing you know, shout out to Sonny, you know what I mean? That sunshine comes and you just grateful, man, that you got through it. And you just want to be able to, you know, the good ones want to make sure that they can be able to inspire and, you know, let others know that, you know what, it don't matter what you go through, you can get through it. You know what I'm saying? And, but you just got to remain positive. You got to stay strong. And, you know, you got to have the right people, you know, in your circle, you know what I mean? And, you know, with your platform, Underrated Darkness, it's like, you know, I'm glad that you one of the few platforms, you know, on YouTube where you're here to motivate and inspire, you know, like you said, man, you know, yeah, it's cool. It's like we talk about our sports and do things like that. Like I like the sports as well. You know what I mean? Like I talk about boxing quite a bit, but I understand that there is also a community in sports where it's like they woke too, you know, they conscious too. You know what I mean? So I wanted to be able to connect with a lot of groups of people, man, because I have a purpose, you know, by what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And, you know, at the same time, I'm still human, you know, I'm still going through certain things just like everybody else, you know. And so at the end of the day, man, I just want to be able to leave a positive, you know, influence, a positive impact on people's lives before I go. You know what I mean? And like I say, I'm not sitting around waiting till I'm in my 40s and 50s and older to decide that I want to create some kind of change or give a positive message, you know, to someone. So I'm going to use all the tools and resources I have, whether it be my music, whether it be my voice, whether it be my editing, my content, whatever it is, to try to inspire and motivate, the younger generations and even the OGs and elders, if I can. So I'm humble, bro. Appreciate you, underrated.
Exactly. I appreciate you, brother. And again, I'm dedicated to dedicate this live stream to my brother, Black Horseman Productions, and also Sonny. You can chime in.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, so I'd like to apologize to you. I know sometimes we speak in the chat. I didn't know that you were a queen. So my apologies if
No problem.
hopefully I ain't offend you. Honest to you for coming to the chat. I appreciate that.
Hmm.
Um, and honest to you, Black Horseman. I just subbed to you. Um, that what I mean, you going through what you went through is an elderly type degree. You know what I mean? That what I mean, as far as perseverance, not giving up in the midst of the storm. And we got a lot of people that give up. That's why we got so much homeless people. You know what I mean? They go through a storm and just wither and die.
Hmm.
So like, what I mean, what you went through, that's an elderly degree. And I would like to speak on what the sister said as far as my understanding what, the difference between an OG and the elder is. And maybe from there we can kind of redefine or do whatever. But from my understanding, the root of the term OG is like original gangster. These are the ones that were on the streets, what I mean, basically doing wrong or doing wrong and doing good at the same time, whatever. The elders, that goes back into um, nationhood, when you have a group of people who are an actual nation. The elders are the older ones. They were the lawgivers. They were the judges. These are the ones that the elders would come together and make decisions for the group or the nation. If you had some sort of dispute or some sort of problem, you would go to the elders. The elders would talk to you. So that's my measure on the difference between the elders and the OGs.
Hmm.
And I think in a way it kind of bridges a little bit, because you got some OGs who basically changed their life around. You know what I mean? So like they're still an OG, but
Hmm.
like they're taking that degrees as far as the OG that they learned over the years that help the youth. So it kind of has, in a way, dual meanings now,
Right.
because you got some. Let's just say you got an OG that gets locked up or something. You know what I mean? And he's been in prison for a long time, but when he comes back to his old block, the young ones that might know about him, they might give him his props. Be like, yo, what's up, OG? Like, I heard about you doing this and you doing that before. Like, they call them the OGs.
Right.
They don't use the term elder.
Hmm.
I mean, the only time people normally hear the term elders when people say, respect your elders.
Right.
Hmm.
So the original term of elders, we basically lost that, because over the
We
years
lost
of time, we,
society.
we, we hmm?
Oh, y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I was agreeing with you. We kind of lost our structure within society. So the elders sort of kind of faded away and the OGs kind of meshed into what elders were.
exactly. So when you look at throughout time, um, we had different periods of times when we had certain organizations or certain groups of people that were really together. It was more of a nationhood. You know what I'm saying? Um, we used to have Asiatic neighborhoods to where, if your child goes down the street, what I'm saying, the next door neighbor, they got you. Like, they're gonna make sure the kids are straight.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But there was a breakdown, because you have broken homes, you got children raising children, and like certain fundamentals basically go out the window. So now we're at the point now where we have to put in the work to reestablish that.
Mm-hmm. All right, my queen.
Yes, JT.
You can go ahead.
Oh no, I agree with everything Sonny was saying. We need pioneers, elders, OGs, however you want to call them, to bring back the structure within the Asiatic community, as he calls it. Because back in the day, and I'm not that old, back in the day, you know, the elders on the block knew what happened at school before you even got home, and you end up getting 2 or 3 beatings before you got to your own house.
I remember that. Woo! Man, I don't even want to sit on that. You gonna make me stand up, sister? Woo! I remember you. And I ain't talking about the parents get to me, because the mother and the father got you too. It ain't all about no. I mean, to cut you in, but the parents get you too.
Correct. No. You got it multiple times as you walked your way home. So that's how our community used to work. It was the grapevine, but in a positive way, not in a negative way, as you know, it's now used for gossip. It was used to communicate through the structure in our society to protect our children and to protect as well as the elders, because you know people hid people, but we're not going to talk about that one. But yeah, it was there to protect us. So if we can get our structure back, if we can get that structure, and it starts with the family unit. If we can start recapturing that, we can build from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. I guess that's why I see, and I think with Black Horseman you join too, but Sonny, you be on it like on Sunday. I think that's really the basis. It's all about the fellowship that each role play is told to fellowship. That's why I create this every Sunday. You know, that the elders and the oldies have to learn to work together. We had to gain that prominence that our sister IC said of the family unit. And that's what that's basically that I be doing this. I've been doing this for a while now, and I get it, and I love to do it because I know that what I'm doing is right. I know what I'm doing. I'm sitting down with the family actually eating, and I urge family that in the chat and stuff that I call your family that we we have to learn to be in these conversations. We cannot be afraid no more to be shying away because at the same time we are hurting. We like our sister Arnold Cat said, we sick and we are sick, but there are provisions that we can get better. But the question is, and I urge the elders to think on this: are you willing to pass that knowledge of wisdom so we can get better? So these OGs stop being had instead of have one position, instead of 2 positions, they have one position that we can concentrate. So us as OGs, we can grow now. We can have time to grow now to be an elder. You hear what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? Because like Slash being OG and Slash being elder, I'm not saying that I'm running away from it because I'm not. I was raised not run away from nothing. So that's not the key. That's not the point I'm making. But my thing is that I should have the right to grow too. So when I become an elder, I could say, okay, I lived my life. Now I could help out the OGs now because I was an OG at one time. There's no structure of growing from OG to OG status to the elder status. And that is the problem. And now the tricking is down to the family unit. And so that's why you find a lot of people, they in disarray in our community. That's the black man and the black woman. And it plays along of the relationship between the black man and the black woman. And then also the leadership of the black man and stuff. Now, everything what I say, I'm going to throw it at the Black Horseman. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw it at the sister IC, Sonny, and Black Horseman.
Okay. I just came up with a triple R. We have to come up for our OGs, elders. They need to be able to gain respect from others, be able to relate to others, and be able to redistribute knowledge to the whole.
Repeat that again, please.
They need to be able to get respect from others, relate to others, and then also redistribute knowledge to the community at large.
Okay, thank you. I want you to do me another favor. I want you to put that in the chat, and I want people in the chat, and I want people outside to look at it. Do me that favor, please? That is very much appreciated, because that is very important, and it hit the right in the head. I see you can keep on going if you want.
I'm going to close it out right there, sir.
All right, thank you. Oh, sir, dang, I ain't old yet. I ain't 89. Sir, damn, I ain't reached elder yet. You call me elder, I'm sir, son. I'm JT. No, I just messed it. I'm just messed it. But that's good. But I want you to put that in the chat, my sister. Very much appreciate, son. Black Horseman, I want you to stay right there, Sonny.
Indeed, sister. I really appreciate you coming on today. You gave some beautiful jewels today. I appreciate that. One of the things that you said, that you said something that resonated within me, that made me think about another one of the problems that we're having is a lot of the parents, and I see this mainly in forgive me, but I see this mainly in our queens. Like, sometimes you can have an OG or elder that'll correct the child. And I'm not saying putting the hands on or whatever, but like a lot of our queens, they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I've actually seen some of our women rebuke certain elders for saying something to their children, and that just kind of reinforced to me that how far we've came from, respecting our elders, or how back in the day we was talking about, getting multiple disciplines. You know what I mean? So like, we also got to go out there. Like, we got to get boots on ground, man. We got to get boots on ground. We got to talk to people. We got to let people know what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? So let them know, if I see a child, I might say something, but like, I'm letting you know now that I'm not putting my hand, I'm not going to hurt your child. I'm trying to help. This is what we're trying to accomplish as a people. Like, so right now, we might need permission, because I've seen it quite a few times. I've been in relationships with certain women that their child got rebuked, and then the lady go ham. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. That's another thing that I see that's kind of tied our hands together.
Can I piggyback on that?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to actually speak to the single mothers out there, because I am a single mother myself, and I totally agree with you what you just said, Sonny. Women that are single mothers, if you enter into a relationship, and at that point where you introduce your child or children to your significant other, and at that point you trust that person with your children, because you don't introduce your children right away. I'm just putting that out there. But once we get to the point of introducing your children to that significant other, you have to, as a female, allow that man to be a man in a relationship. And that's also in relationship to your children. Teach your children to respect the man that's in your life. And also, spare not the rod. That's what the Bible says. And if he has to pull it out every once in a while, you need to support your man in that as well, provided that he's in the ground and with the right grounds. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Indeed. I like that. Before I go, I want you to hold that thought on Black Horseman. I got to say this. I promised the P P Money was going for this job, wherever it is, and he got it. And I want to salute to you, brother. And P Money, I promise you, I'm gonna drink a little beer with you. And I want to salute you, brother. You did not stop. You kept on going, and you got what you want. And I want to salute you that got more money and anything that our people that do. And it's encouraging, and it's a see you set a goal and you find it. And I'm gonna drink some beer with you right now, P Money. Salute to you.
Salute to P Money.
See, some people sleeping on the underrated one. Underrated, I ain't mean to brag. I could do it all, but it ain't all. But see, it ain't all about that. It's all about supporting the family. Black Horseman, salute to you, P Money. I got you. I told you. I promise you that, and I got you, and you family. Black Horseman, my brother.
Yeah, man. Shout out to P Money. You know, P Money, he's also subscribed on my channel as well, man. He's been rocking with me for a good minute now, man. So salute to P Money. You know, that's what a lot of my passion is too, man, is you know, with the men, you know, the black men, you know, inspiring them, you know, it's a lot of things we go through, we face, you know, and a lot of times we not getting the support, you know what I'm saying, the encouragement, you know, from one another, you know. That's like I was stating before, you know, earlier, like a lot of that competition. It's all about competing against one another, but that's a good thing you did, Underrated Darkness, taking time out to salute that man, you know what I'm saying, for getting his job, you know, his new job or whatnot. And a lot of us don't do that, man. It's all about trying to compete and you know, all of that shit, man. And but I ain't with that, you know. I always want to help my brothers, man, to succeed and go to the next level in life, you know what I'm saying? And so big salute to P Money, man, on that, for real. Big time.
Yeah,
but as far as what Sonny and I see it said, you know, I think they pretty much covered it, you know, when it comes to, you know, the discipline factor, you know, always, you know, single moms, you know, yeah, if you are bringing your children into a situation, you know, where another man is involved, you know, but the only thing I have with that is just like, don't allow the male to have to be the full disciplinary guy. Like, you know, don't put all the pressure on him to have to step in. It's like, it's certain times when a mother should be able to check her child and not allow the man to have to step in and use, you know, aggression, you know, and sometimes, you know, the kids will do whatever whatever the mothers allow them to get away with, you know what I mean? So there is boundaries too, you know, there's boundaries because, you know, the man might step in and he may feel like he's doing the right thing, but he might go too far. Then the mom be like, why the hell you hit my kid there? You know, why you hitting my kid like that? You know, so it's kind of it's a sensitive kind of situation, you know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, you know, I got stepchildren as well, you know, and but I never would go to the further than the extent of, you know, the mother, you know what I mean? There'd be times where like, look, babe, you better handle this. You don't want me to step in, you know what I mean? Right. And situations like that. So, you know, there's boundaries, you know, but yeah, you know, it goes it's also responsibility of the mothers to also show that, you know, teach the children that they have to respect, you know, the men, you know, respect the elders, period, you know, so that way there won't be a situation where the man has to step in and hurt their kid, you know, if they get seriously hurt, you know, because some men, we strong, you know what I mean? And, you know, we can go kind of too far, you know, a lot of times we build up stuff, man. And that kid might end up getting whooped, but it might be some shit that was stored up from different experiences to where they didn't need to get whooped that hard. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just it's a, you know, touchy situation there. But at the end of the day, man, you know, they need to have that understanding. You know, you're bringing new children into a situation, you know, with the new man, you know, let them know, hey, respect this man at all times. If not, this is the consequences that's going to take place. You know, as long as they know the consequences, then they're going to second guess, you know, just getting way out of hand and all of that stuff. But like I said, IC and Sonny pretty much covered that, you know. I learned a lot from y'all, you know. Like I said, I always remain a student, you know. I definitely learned, you know, quite a bit from you guys. The 3 R's, you know, that IC dropped, you know, I definitely agree with that 100%. You know, definitely agree with that 100%. You know, and you know, I mean, I appreciate you, Underrated Darkness, man. You know, you doing a very positive thing here, man. You know,
I appreciate it because I don't hear. To tell the truth, I'm not saying that I'm cloud hopping because I'm not doing that, but I don't hear it that much. I really don't. I really don't.
well,
But
I'm
it's
letting you
a
know.
lot.
Yeah,
But
I'm letting you know, bro. You doing a positive thing here, man, and so I salute you, bro. I definitely salute you. You always support me on my channel, so I'm definitely, you know, supporting you, man. You know, I appreciate what you're doing.
oh yeah,
Positive thing.
yeah. And before I'm gonna bring up the subject, I'm gonna chime in. That's gonna be the last subject we're gonna talk about before I close it because I got to get ready, prepare the food, and then the next thing, this is that the Black Horseman. I'm a mod of his channel.
Right.
One day he said, "Yo, I ain't want to do it. Anyway, nah, man, we need you." And he picked me because he know I'm a positive person, and he see me. I do other. I'm a matter of fact. He could tell you I'm a mod of some of LDBC big channels, and I'm a mod of those because they know what I can do, and I want to know I appreciate that. But this is the thing. This is the last. Excuse me, this is gonna be the last subject we're going to talk about. And then we're gonna get the parent. I want the people in the chat to chime in on this and me. Now, I'm gonna put me out there. I don't mind putting myself out there, but I want to. I'm a single man. I'm a golf partner, right? My kids. I mean, put it out there. I lost my son back in 2009 with the ex and everything. He was only 4 months old. He passed away and stuff like that. So, yo, little JT, love you. Daddy always got you. But the time, we talk about people that in relationships and stuff, but brothers like me, it's not being talked enough. It's not being talked enough. And what encouragement that you give brothers like me to push, to keep on going? And my sister IC, I'm gonna put it in this order. My sister IC, my brother Sonny, and Black Horseman. And y'all, you know, y'all go ahead. Thank you, IC.
The one thing I would say is we just have to keep on and keeping on. Sometimes we have to dig deep within ourselves to find the strength to put that one foot in front of the other, but we have to find it from somewhere. Also, this is when our elders are supposed to come up and sort of kind of put a hand across the shoulder and edge us along. You see what I'm saying? So we need to get those elders back into place. But keep on and keeping on. Find the strength from deep within. It's going to make you stronger as you walk the path.
Mm-hmm. And also, more on your point, I see sisters. You gotta support that. You have
elders can be sisters too,
and sisters too. Go for sisters too. And sisters that are single, you know what I'm saying, brothers. You gotta support our sisters. We doing a worse job of it. Calling you out too. Calling your asses out. Support the. I'm talking about support the black. Support the single mothers in our community that are doing something for our community. I'm not talking about the ratchet ones. It's got to be said. I'm talking about sisters like IC. Support her. Is she with that black man? Support. Is she with the family you and to be together? Is she with the relation with the black man, the black woman to solve her own problems? Support her, black man. If not, take your sorry asses go. And I salute you, IC. I really do. And thank you for your constant words. And you can say more. I like the way you encourage us. You can say a little more of everything. Because us brothers on the panel and people in the chat, we want to hear more. You know what I'm saying? Please, pretty please.
I'm going to yield the floor to Sonny.
Oh. Mess me up. Fool you, mess me up. Mess me up, I see you mess me up. I'm gonna take the status away from you being in the kitchen. You can I just mess with you. I love you and I respect your existence. I really
Yeah,
do.
sister.
Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, sister, I encourage you to come out more in this chat. Like you put yourself out there, so
That's right.
trying to come out there a little bit more, and then like as you come out more, I think you would say a little bit more. But like everything that you're saying is right and exact. As far as elders needing encouragement and needing that extra push, I would say know that without a foe, a soldier will never know their strength. You know what I mean? Also, sometimes you might have to sit at the foot of another elder. You know what I mean? Like, elders are also students. You'll never get to the point where you know everything. You always got to sit and learn. Sometimes one might get to a point where they need to talk to someone and they need to go to their elder, whoever it is. If some people might not have one to go to, you know what I mean? Like, so at that point, you know what I mean, one need to probably pray or meditate that the universe will provide one. But at that time, if you don't have one, just know that everything that you need is already inside of you. A lot of times we forget that, you know, everything that you need is inside of you. People in the chat, people who are on a panel, I'll say this, and I tell a lot of people this, and they look at me like I'm crazy, and I tell them, I say, you a millionaire, you don't even know it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you gotta look yourself in the mirror and speak life into yourself. Like, you might not have an elder to speak to right now, or one might have an elder that passed away. You know what I mean? Where are you gonna get your energy from?
Mm-hmm.
You got to get it from yourself. You know what I mean? I do it all the time. You know what I mean? I have my days where I'm down. I have my days when I might be feeling prideful. I might not want to speak to an elder. You know what I mean? So those things I got to work on, but I do know to speak life into myself, and it never fails. Every time I do it, I always feel better. It's kind of like smacking yourself, like, wake up. It's kind of snapping yourself out of that slumber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because your tongue is a very powerful tool, a very, very powerful instrument.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When you speak, you're putting vibrations out into the air. And you know, your tongue is very powerful.
Right.
So if you say that you know what I mean, if you're feeling weak, you say that you're strong and look at yourself, you keep saying it, you're gonna feel that strength come to you. You know what I mean? So if you're whatever issue that you're having in your life, you know, feel free to speak life to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Practice that. Practice that.
Yeah.
And that basically that goes for everybody. You know, everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? Everybody might have a OG or elder to go to, because we're kind of lacking nowadays. But with that, I say peace.
I want you to stay right there, Sonny. But I want to say
Indeed.
one thing, Sonny. I want you to stay right there. And Black Horseman, I want you to definitely hear this too. Me and Sonny was talking one time, and we were talking about sports and stuff like that. And I'm talking about different things. And he said, "Yo, brother JT, man, why don't you just talk about certain things that you know?" I said, "They ain't trying to hear that. You're historic, and you know certain about boxing." It's like, "Why don't you talk about it?" Nah. And I'm gonna tell you, Black Horseman, he even encouraged me too in his own way. But at the same time, to me, I feel like he wasn't ready. He said, "You're a historian. You know about stuff. You can break things down. So of a historical status, I'm pushing myself now to really talk about sports, to really talk about breaking down of each sport. I'm really talking about breaking down each thing of politics. And I start being a historian. So that's what is the mindset. So I'm looking at myself as a historian. And that is, and to me that is very, very big and rewarding and stuff like that. And I want to thank Sonny for that because I always have that knowledge about different things for a very long time. That people don't even, that even some of y'all don't even have a clue. I just don't talk about it. But I'm gonna start talking about to open myself. I'm gonna start really getting going in deep because I know stuff. So sometimes I be falling back, don't be saying nothing. It ain't that I'm holding back. It's just that I feel like that at the time, the atmosphere that we in, people is not willing to listen. So I want to thank Sonny for that and everything, and for that, my brother. You can elaborate on that, and then also I turn into Black Horseman.
No problem at all, brother. That's what we're here for. And another thing, for you sisters out there, because there's some of you sisters that you might not be into sports or you might not be into boxing, but a lot of times when brother JT he be talking about sports, he goes into the historical value of a particular sports person, and then we kind of go into the conditions that they were living in that particular day. Because a lot of us, we got heroes back in the day that set a lot of trends for us now that we don't even know about, and that they're even in talking about that sports, it's a lot of lessons to be learned in that. There's a lot of jewels in that. So I would admonish that some of the sisters that even if you don't like sports, just kind of tune in to hear what he's saying, because some of the older people back in the day that were into sports, they did some great things for our people. Mm-hmm. Like we were talking about LeBron James. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, he got a whole school. You know what I mean? That is to be commended. And then that by him having a whole school, we had a whole topic, basically, speaking on basically doing things for our community, like, honoring LeBron James for what he did. So tune into the sports shows too. With that, I say peace.
All right. Now I want y'all to stay right there. And before I get to you, Black man, and also sisters, I'm going to stop doing talk about sports. Women, our women have made a major impact in our community. Not just women, because they always say that, women they make impact of women's living. No, Black woman was not being talked about. So I'm going to talk about Althea Gibson. Sisters, watch out for that. I'm going to talk about Wilma Rudolph. Watch out for that. These are the people that make impact in our community. So, sisters, I urge y'all, keep an eye on it. The doctor's going to bring it. I'm going to talk about women in our community. Women in our community, they made an impact in our community. Not just women, because back then, the Black woman was not being talked about. I want you to understand that, sisters. All right? My brother, Black Horseman.
Yeah, man. One thing I want to say about, the different sports talk that we be having, it's not so much about the sport. A lot of times it's about the storyline behind those particular athletes, man.
Yes.
To get them to that level. And I think a lot of people may be sleeping on that. You just mentioned like Wilma Rudolph, like say, for instance, I'm a big boxing fan, I like Deontay Wilder. He's a heavyweight champion of the world. But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't understand why he's such a good fighter when he gets in there.
Yeah.
Like his daughter has a disability. He done went through struggles and things like that. And a lot of times I look at sports metaphorically, man. It represents, the fight. You every day, is a fight for survival. You know what I mean? And it's like, the different things that you go through. It's about taking all of that in, internalizing it, and then when you get to that platform, man, you just releasing. So when I see like Deontay Wilder get in that ring and he releases, man, he's thinking about everything that he had been through. Seeing his daughter, go through different treatments, hospital visits and things like that. And I just think that it's a metaphoric, man. A lot of times, especially us as Black people, man, like we go through so much, man, and we want the best in our lives, and sometimes, like, football or basketball, like I remember Sonny, he mentioned something about, he used basketball as a metaphor. He said, like, it's like this is halftime and the coach can say something to you to try to get you motivated for the second half, you know. But it's just like, it's certain things, like, you go through certain things in life and somebody might make it to the NFL. Matter of fact, I talked about this last week on the live stream about the attacks on NFL players, Black NFL, elite Black NFL players, how they try to take away the celebration of football players, man. But what a lot of people don't understand is, man, getting to the NFL was like a dream come true to them. You don't know what they even went through, you know what I mean, just to be able to make it to the NFL, all the struggle. Some of them lost loved ones, a lot of people told them that they wasn't going to be nothing, that they wasn't going to make it. So they might get to the end zone and they start dancing. That's part of our culture, man. When we happy, we start expressing ourselves. We might yell at the top of our lungs, we might dance, and they want to take away that joy, that passion away from us, because they looking at it as like, oh, you just a slave. So you just play for me and don't do nothing else after that. You score the touchdown and go back to the sideline. But it's just like, we're not looking at it like that. It's like a victory. We didn't made it to the end zone, which is a place that, it's like victory. That's symbolic for victory for us. So it's like, we get there, we want to express how happy we are about it. If Deontay Wilder get in that ring and knock somebody out, he want to scream to the top of his lungs, because that's victory for him. You know what I mean? And it just kind of like symbolizes our whole struggle. You mentioned like Wilma Rudolph, or, anybody in track, something like that. They cross that finish line, they celebrating, they jumping up, throwing their arms in the air, man. They so happy. You know what I mean? And because they took what they went through, they use it as fuel, and they took that to a platform where they can use it to make themselves a better person. And then at the same time, you got so many people watching them, and they have the opportunity and ability to be able to say something to impact, the people that look up to them, like Muhammad Ali, rest in peace. You know what I mean? Like, this man was the greatest heavyweight champion, arguably of all time. But what he did was, when he was getting them interviews, he would speak that truth, man. He would let them people know, that, he cared about his people. He tell us how we need to, dress. He talk about what's going on. This guy refused to go into the military, to go to the Vietnam. He's like, them people ain't done nothing to me. What the hell am I go over there for? You know what I'm saying? I got people that's attacking me in my own country. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go and help these people attack somebody else. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's a powerful tool. It just shows the accomplishments of our own people, coming from nothing and making something of themselves. You know what I mean? So a lot of times when we get into the sports talk, even though a lot of the women may not be into it, the thing about it is, man, like, we understand the energy, the struggle behind it, and the purpose behind it. I want to say to you, JT, man, I'm sorry to hear about, your son and, everything like that, man. So send him my condolences to you with that, but it's like, one thing about that, you, based on what you've gone through, that pain, you be able to, take strength from that, and because there's other people that have lost loved ones, people close to them, siblings, my wife now, what I mean, before I met her, she lost a child as well, what I mean, didn't even make it to 4 months, and I know how hard that is, but she's been pushing through, you're pushing through, and you have such a powerful message, and you'll be able to reach other audiences that I can't, what I mean, somebody who lost somebody close to them like that, what I mean, you'll be able to speak on that from experience, and be able to speak healing into existence, in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sonny also was saying about, You know, your tongue is a powerful thing, and you know, we speak vibrations into the atmosphere, and it's about, you know, it's about how we use what we've gone through and turn it into a positive situation, man, and making ourselves stronger and inspiring others, man, because you know nobody promised this journey will be easy, man, but you know it's proven, it's showing how strong we are, and we just got to keep pushing, man, and keep inspiring one another, and you know, keep being great, man. And a lot of us, a lot of the elders or OGs that before us, man, they have done a tremendous job to show us that we can do anything we put our mind to. You know what I'm saying? And we're just doing it in our own way in this particular era, and we just gotta keep doing it, man. So big salute to you, Underrated, man, for doing what you do, bro. I respect you, man. I respect your platform, and I appreciate you giving me an opportunity today, bro.
Now I want you to stay right there. You know, to tell the truth. You know, wow. You know, Black Horse, my brother, my son would have been 9 this year. Okay, and you know, I'm not with the ex no more, so it doesn't make difference. But you know, he died of stomach, and that's what I urge, like brothers, that if you have kids out there, you fight for that. And sisters, if you know that man I don't care, any man, any humanity. You know what I'm saying? It goes for humanity too, but even especially in our community, if that man want to step up and want to take it, don't hold back, because one way or the other, if you do that, sisters, one way or the other, you're going to pay for that for the rest of your life. And I want you to understand, because I've seen that part too. And when I was going through that, my story was not being told. And I know I'm not the only one that's brothers that's going through that. And I want sisters to understand this, that sometimes things like I'm getting on y'all, it's not about that. It's all about stand up what you believe in. See, I come from a family that my late father and my mom still living. They don't care if you're a man or a woman, if you made a mistake, you gotta own up to that mistake. It ain't all about no gender. In our community, sad thing about it, it's all about gender now. It's all, and it plays a role when I'm talking about the OG status and the elder status. It plays a lot into that too. And sisters, you have to get on the board that if the black man is willing to stand up, you got to be in alignment with that. You got to stop following what society is saying, because society is not for your benefit. And brothers that are supporting that is not for that benefit. And we have to stop this. We have to understand we're in a crisis right now to fight for the rights to be part of the human race. And all of the collision, what I'm talking about, when I developed this conversation today, the only way that our family is going to be together again, the elders got to step up, the OGs got to step up, and the OGs got to stop having OG/elders. The OGs have to have the time to grow within the elder status. That me and Sonny, I could say, and I could say about you, Black Horse, because now you're gonna be in the OG status in a few years. The way high it is in our community, you're gonna be in the OG status. So I'm gonna put you into this too. We need to grow into the process of being an elder. So, and sisters, and I know it might be no OG status, and you know, Joe, I understand that, but sisters too. If you know there are some sisters is not willing to step up, to be accountable, to find out, to relate to be a positive black woman, to be a major force in our community, to be a major contribution, to understand y'all are the first teachers of earth. If their other sisters is not, well, the queens is not willing to have that, they are not queens. They just sisters. Brothers, if the brothers is not willing to step up to be kings, they just brothers. We got to stop letting society define who we are. Let this gender code is breaking us up in our community. It's even breaking us up with the OGs and the elders. The system is breaking us up, and we letting it happen. Self-inflicted. We got to stop having self-inflicted on each other, especially brothers. She stays asleep. If you want to come on and say a few words in the panel, let me know. Because I'm going to close this damn thing out in a few minutes so I can get on, so I can provide for this food for the family. She Stacy did a powerful thing about we'll talk about the black man and the black woman. I urge y'all to check that out. I urge y'all to go through my channel to check out status. Check that out. I did YouTube part 1 and 2, talk about YouTube cult leaders and followers. I did part 1 and 2. The part 2 a little disarray. That's all right. I urge y'all to check that out. Stop listening to the perception of people instead of the message. Because perception is going to get you in trouble, family. Like my brother, she stay asleep. He encouraged me. Big brother, you got to keep it going. He knows that. He pushed me. And I got him over 20-some years. Man, close to 20. But I see him as a powerful force. I see him as a grown man. I see him as a grown-up that stand up for his family, that stand up for his community, that stand up for humanity. And that's what we got to be at. If somebody is going to be part of the humanity that's going to hate us, yes. That some of us, we know some in our community, do not want to be part of this humanity for our rights, to fight for our rights for our people. Yes, we got to get their ass out of there. And I'm sorry, some of the OGs and some of the elders ain't getting the fucking job well done. We got to get them out. Sisters, you got to get these sisters out. If they not preserving the right to work with us as one unit in our community, in our nation, and I'm talking about as melanin people, get their ass out. Brothers, if you know some brothers that play that bro ass shit and all of a sudden, if they don't want to get deep down and be part of the brotherhood, to stand up, to be strong brothers and leaders in our community, get their ass out. I'm tired. And I know people on the outside listen, and I know people in the chat, I call the darkness family, we tired. We got to throw these people out because they slowing down the liberation of our people. They slowing down the growth of the OGs. They definitely slowing down of people that want to be elders. They slowing it down. We got to get them out. I gotta set a tone for my brother, She Stay Asleep. I gotta set a tone for Black Horseman Productions. I gotta set a tone for Other 189. I gotta set a tone for that. Because it's gonna be their time. They have to be OGs. And then within a few years, it's a sad thing to say, they gotta be OGs. Because there's not enough OGs and elders to be around to help them. So that means that they growth had to be stipend. That means they had to play a lot of catch up. Because my generation has failed them. I'm talking about some. And I say that I'm sorry. I ain't got nothing to do with it, but I gotta say it. And I say it again, like I say it in the beginning or the beginning and the middle of this live. Elders, I need your goddamn help. Like Sonny said, I need your fucking help. If you're not willing to give up the knowledge and the wisdom that you would hold all these years to the OGs that we willing to stand up, shut the fuck up. You don't have nothing to say. And that's what we got to do to these people. And sisters, you have to do the same thing too. The people in the panel, say your last remarks. I'm going to say mine. I'm going to close this out so I can get this food ready for the family.
No doubt, bro. I just appreciate you having me, bro.
You can say more. You can say more. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap on the words. Come on now. Stop playing with underrated one. Stop playing, dog.
I'm just ready for the meal, man. I'm ready for your next one, bro. You know, right. I definitely was fed good. You know what I'm saying? Great information. You know, and like I said, I'm just humble, man, to be on your platform once again. And peace to IC, Sonny, and you, man. You know what I mean? Great stream today, man. Definitely look forward to the next one.
Yeah, you stay right there. I'm gonna read this on Mars Corner. He said you got to walk that shit. It sounds like you hate. No. The problem is you missing the whole point. If you would have came to the beginning ones, you will understand what I'm saying. All negatives not enough to enjoy the ones that support, like giving the option. Listen, you should know your uncle. I'm gonna call it as it is. If you do not like what I say, that is on. It's a you problem. It's not a me problem. This is not the time to be talking about hate. This is all about love. If I'm an OG / elder, I might as well say that because there's not enough elders. So I wanted to take. I might as well just say this.
I think he was. Let me see. He said
maybe I said it. Maybe I caught it wrong. I don't know, but
you said you got to walk that shit on. It sounds like hate and spot chasing. All negativity, not enough. All negativity, not enough enjoying the ones that support you. It's like giving the ops the light and taking from the message. So, I mean, I don't know if he meant anything negative from it. I think he was just, you know, almost, I think trying to just say, you know, just focus on the ones that's, you know, that's supporting you.
Oh, yeah, I am the one supporting the message, but this is what I'm saying. Part of being, I'm saying, part of being an OG, you guys see for what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned from them OGs when I'm back in the past. They see, you guys see for what it is at that time. You know what I'm saying? And I support anybody. I love, anybody support me, I salute, and I support anybody. But at the same time, we have to understand there are haters out here that play in the sideline and they need to get caught. And these damn elders is playing on the sideline for a damn long time, and then nobody said don't want to call them out. I'm calling you out. And your fake ass OGs, I'm calling you out. And that's the bottom line. I don't have no time to be explaining this. I don't have no time. We are losing the battle of our kids. We are losing the battle of our family. I don't have no time for this. Are you going to put up or shut the hell up? Because I need you. Sonny, we need you. Sonny needs you too. Black Horseman needs you. Marlon's Corner, they need you. And that's what it's all about. I don't have no time to be figure out this and that. No, you know what the TikTok is. You know what ABC is. You know when it comes down to it. You know, come on now. We grown people here now. Come on, common sense. Tap into that, and that's our problem too. We don't want to tap in our common sense. We want to be damn emotional attached. This is not the time to be emotional attached. Enough is damn is enough. I see you go ahead and Sonny, my brother, finish up, and I'm gonna send my last month. I gotta close out because I got this nice food to prepare.
They took a nap. I see, Sonny. Y'all there?
I see.
Do you have me on mute?
No, I didn't put you on mute.
Okay. As you walk the walk of being an elder, you're going to come across negative people, as I think Marla was trying to say in his comment. You're going to come across negative people that are going to send you curses, negative thoughts, negative vibrations, and negative words. Basically, what you have to do is return to sender. Don't even open the letter. Return to sender and send those curses back their way. Keep it moving, and I'm out.
All right. Marlo, I'm just messing with you. Like Jay-Z said, it's all entertainment. Got you. I got you, nephew. You thought I was like, I know exactly what you're saying. And Marlo, you are absolutely right. Nephew, you right. You right. You absolutely right. But it's all entertainment. Gotcha. You thought the doctors got something on you. I got you. But again, before I get to you, Sonny Boss Talk, and I want y'all to stay on them when I make my last remarks too. Salute to you, brother, Black Horseman. Thank you so much to inspire me to keep pushing. I want to thank you so much to make me part of your family. I want to thank you so much to promote me and let other people know what the Underrated One is all about. And when you see Corey Lee Boxing and the Black Enema, I want you to tell them thank them because I told these brothers because they part of the old UGC family. I want y'all to understand that. 504, 503 Lion too. I ain't really got to know him, but I want to get to know him too. But I want to thank your brothers so much to be part of your family. And I appreciate you, Black Horseman. And I want you to pass it on to Corey Lee Boxing and the Black Enema. I mean the Kylie Enema. I want you to subscribe to the brothers. Stay right there, Black Horseman. Sonny Boss Talk.
Yeah, man. So again, peace and honors to everyone that's in the chat. Peace and honors to everyone that's in the chat room. I was blessed by y'all wise words. I guess the final thing that I have to say is if I can say anything, it's time to go to work. You know what I mean? It's time to get boots on ground and start implement a lot of these things that we're talking about. Because again, to talk much is foolishness and folly. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So for the ones who are in the chat, you know what I mean? Start a group. You know what I mean? Write a plan down. Start a group. You know what I mean? It's gonna start small. Get with like-minded people. If you have an idea on how to change the conditions of our people, start a group and get to work. You know what I mean? Because yesterday is gone. You only have today, and tomorrow's not promised. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, let's go to work. Let's start, getting some plans together. And even if it's just one event per month, that's better than no events per month. You know what I mean? So I'll leave you with that. You know what I mean? Be encouraged. You are a billionaire. You don't even know it. You know what I mean? Speak life into you. You know what I mean? So let's get to work. And honest to all the measures that was given today. And I'll stay on, but with that, I'll say peace.
All right. I want y'all to stay on. I see it. If there's anything you want to say before I make my I'm gonna do a commentary, quick commentary. Is there anything you want to say, my queen? And I want to let you know you greatly appreciate it.
I'm good, JT. I'm just looking forward to your meal this evening.
Okay.
Thanks for having me aboard.
Thank you. Now I'll put it before I continue. When I finish this up, it's going to be 6:30, but I might have to push it up to 8 o'clock because what I'm going to do is going to be, I'm not going to say complicated, but it's going to take time. So as soon as I get off here, I might have to change the time, maybe 7 o'clock. If not, I might have to change it again. Okay, family? So because ain't no way how I can get this done like 6:30. No, I can't do it. It's got to be precise. And then I got dessert. It's going to be simple, but it's going to be effective. So I'm going to put the time back. So if it change up, then I know because like the same, I send out the same invites that the ones on here that's on the other on the next live. So when I urge the people on urge my family on the chat, on the chat, and also on the panel to join. Please, I want y'all to come back. Cause most likely I'm gonna invite you back on too, and other ones too. This is my car. I did commentate about maybe a month ago on the Underrated Sports Show. And then this is for the brothers. Or Ghost Systems for the brothers. The ones who's out there, like myself, that is trying. I don't care what age it is, from any grown-up man that is trying to preserve the rights of our family and our community. Matter of fact, I'm gonna encourage y'all. Y'all keep on doing the damn thing. And to understand this society is not going to give you any justification. It goes for me too. They not. And sisters, you have to understand this, that the flight of a black man is still hard. Just as the flight of the black woman is hard too. And we got to find a way so we could coexist to each other again. Because the hunt is on, sisters. Oh my God. And I want your sister to understand. And it had nothing to do that we don't understand your fight. We understand, but the hunt is on. See how white supremacy is. If you take the man out, every day dissembles. I'm not talking about your creativity. I'm not talking about your contributions. It's greatly appreciated. But we need the black man in the house. And sisters, you have to be in alignment with it. And brothers, when you had that black woman, respect your strength and respect your leadership. Don't run away from it. If she want to tell you're not doing it, she's doing it out of love because she wants you to succeed. You have to embrace that. Sisters, you have to embrace the OGs and the elders that want to stand for our community. Just like IC said about the single mothers. If you don't have a man in the house and everything, especially if you have a boy, then he needs direction from that man. You have to embrace that. I'm not talking about IC, I'm talking about the one with the points that she made. Again, I salute P Money of his engineering endeavors. I salute you, brother. 89 TV. He looking for a job, but I think he on his way finding one. Let's salute the brother too. Let's salute the sisters that will stand up with the black man, even though that he's outnumbered. And the same thing too. Let's salute the sisters that is outnumbered too, brothers. Did I say it's going to be easy? It ain't going to never be easy for us as a people. We always catching flus of centuries, of centuries, of centuries. The system already have us when they want to. And again, I keep on talking about status. You notice I mentioned that. I want you to look for that when I'm talking about status. I want y'all to share that. I want you to tell people. If y'all want to do live streams about that, of any of my videos, live streams, I welcome to it. Long as you're being positive form, I'm okay with it. We got to stop letting status to get in the way of the growth of the OG. Us OGs, we have to grow. We have to grow into being elders. The right elders that our sisters and our young ones is looking for. We should not be no speed up growth that I'm facing right now, that Sonny's facing right now, and I cannot imagine what Black Horseman, Chief Stacey had to do. Who knows? They didn't do it right now. If they don't know it, why they have to speed up? Why they cannot be grown man to grow into being OG, to grow into being an elder? Because our elders and our OGs in the past had let us down. And there are a few OGs like myself is fighting, just as me and Sonny. But we need help. We cannot do it alone. And sisters, you have to understand that. And when you have friends that bring you down, I don't need this, I don't need it. If they not willing to preserve the family, I'm talking about the outright family in our community, you need to let them go, sisters. Because us as black men, we need you, black woman. And black woman, definitely you need us. It goes vice versa. We need each other more than ever. And I'm going to keep on fighting. Every fight, every limb in my body, to fight for the preserve of the right of our people to be set on the rightful place of the human family. And this system had to take my ass out. And I'm not stopping. And we should never, never give up our humanity for dumbness. There is a multicultural saying is going on. Oh, you need to love everybody. Oh, you know, we as human beings. Of course we goddamn human beings. What the fuck you think we come from? But that is a trick to take away of our humanity as melanin people. Don't let them do that. And some of them are OGs and elders is being poisoned in our community. We got to get them out. It's got to be up to us as like-minded people to bring this process going. I love your family. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna prepare this feast for y'all, and then after that, it's gonna be happy times. You never know. Doctors might talk about music. Doctors might talk about. You never know what the doctors can bring. But believe me, when I bring it, when the doctor speaks, people listen. Hey, on behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, I thank y'all. I love y'all to continue support. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank you so much to keep my life going, to keep on fighting. Shout out to LDBC, to the family, that's part of the Darkness family. UGC, part of the Darkness family. Let me prepare this food. The underrated one, aka also the realest. On that note, I see y'all in the few. I'm Ghost.